Hello, my name is Kwame Williams. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Moringa Connect, a health and personal care company on a mission to use the super tree Moringa to improve the lives of our farmers and customers. For many, 2020 hasn't gone as planned or as prayed. We're faced with a global economic, health, and social crisis, and the call to action for everyone has been the word resilience, the capacity to recover from difficulties. Today, my goal is to strengthen your commitments to resilience, to give you hope that you can recover from the personal difficulties that 2020 may have brought you, to acknowledge as well that being resilient is draining mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. But if we don't give up, there are opportunities hidden in the obstacles that we face. I am no expert, but I hope that Moringa Connect and its personal journey gives you some hope today. Because even before COVID lockdowns in 2020, we as a company were already in crisis management and resilience planning due to multiple existential crises faced in 2019. It started on January 2019 when a wildfire burned over 15,000 trees, taking away all of our organic seed harvest for the year. In April of 2019, our leaf powder factory caught on fire and we lost $1 million worth of machinery, assets, and lost revenue. All I have left of that factory is a jar of ash. In September of 2019, a colleague passed due to health complications. In October of 2019, the River Barra Farm flooded and rose nearly 100 feet in a matter of hours, covering parts of our farm. Thankfully, it stopped just a few feet short of our solar irrigation system, which happens to be the biggest in Ghana and potentially in West Africa. In December of 2019, a thief broke into our office and over the Christmas holiday, stole office equipment and cash from our safe. And just when we were gearing up to make 2020 a fresh start, COVID-19 hit, and like many other businesses globally, halted about 90% of how we historically earn revenue as a company. Then the Black Lives Movement took to the streets in the US and globally and reached me here in Ghana, and it unearthed feelings of fear, of anger, of frustration about the racial injustice that I had bottled up as a Black man all my life. And finally, as if that wasn't enough, in July of 2020, my wife and I got sick with COVID and had to push through the fevers, the body aches, the headaches, the cough, and the loss of smell and taste. I can't begin to explain the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical war these compounding crises created. But I don't have to, because I'm sure that you have your own list as you think about the difficulties that you faced recently. The book Good to Great shares a powerful quote that has been a guiding principle for us. It's about how Vice Admiral James Stockdale survived being a prisoner of war. And he shares this. He says, "You must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, which you can never afford to lose, with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality, whatever they might be." And this principle has been really the foundation of our resilience efforts. To make this quote actionable, all the steps we've taken in response to these crises can be boiled down to the start, stop, and continue framework. What are the things that are not working for us to stop? What are the things that are working for us to continue? And what are the things that we need to start to capitalize on the opportunities that can still be found in our obstacles? The hardest decisions, of course, were the ones to stop. We've had to make the hardest sacrifices along the way. We let go of people I see as my brothers and sisters, not just as employees. We made salary cuts, senior leadership stopped taking an income, and with no government unemployment assistance in Ghana, like in other parts of the world, we actually donated our savings, our personal savings, to create a community fund that would provide stipends on top of severance given to our laid off team members. We've downsized our old office and we moved a business unit to operate out of my home. And honestly, it truly feels like we've tried every play out of the business playbook to weather these storms. In parallel to these efforts and sacrifices, we also started what I like to call experiments, right? Tests to see what might work if we doubled down on them. And we continued other things that were working. I'm grateful to share that God has blessed these efforts and our community has rallied around them to yield positive results. A few examples. Over 220 people helped us raise $50,000 on a GoFundMe crowdfunding platform in the aftermath of our fires. With our ingredient supply business, our core historical business down, we pushed our branded products into retail, into online distribution and subscription boxes. Today, our wellness brand True Moringa can be found in Whole Foods and Pharmaca in the US, and our health food brand Minga Foods can be found at Melcom, Ghana's largest retailer. We stay true to our mission of improving lives by donating hundreds of sanitizer and skincare kits to healthcare professionals in need, raise funds and awareness of for awareness in racial justice. We donated hundreds of meals to vulnerable women and families in Ghana affected by COVID. We also launched Thrive Together, an online marketplace in Ghana, born out of a belief that Ghanaian businesses can survive COVID-19 together, and even more, that we can thrive together. Today, it serves over 29 brands who collectively provide livelihoods to over 7,000 people, and we've raised, through this platform, over 8,000 Ghana cedis in charitable donations. Our investors, as well as a stakeholder, jumped in all of these efforts, and many changed the investment terms and added in new money in a vote of confidence that has enabled our resilience so far. Today, through the trials, through facing our current realities, through figuring out what to start, stop, and continue, Moringa Connect has earned more than double the revenue from last year. Every win has been hard won along the way. We have cried tears of deep sadness and tears of incredulous joy. I know that this isn't the happily ever after romanticized business story some might be used to hearing. But it's important to me, it's important to Moringa Connect to be real and transparent, because I believe that strength comes from vulnerability. We still have so much more to recover, but what matters today for us, and I think as well for you, is to keep hope alive. As Admiral Stockdale says, to keep faith that you will prevail in the end. To accept the reality that the results won't be what you had initially planned or prayed for, but that it can all still work together for good. Rick Warren shares that some of the greatest things that happen in life are only going to come out of the fires in your life. New life springs out of fire. We are living proof of this, and I know that the same can happen for you. Thank you.